Just the whole story. Like synopsis it in a few sentences.
Santa crashes down into the town of a dystopian future, and through the magic of Christmas and giving and kindness and togetherness, teaches the young people who teach the adults that Christmas is not about just surviving, right? But it's about living. And in the end, there's a little bit of pushback, but ultimately it's that spirit of giving and that spirit of kindness that saves Santa Claus and saves maybe saves the entire town. Who knows? It's visually gorgeous and incredible. A lot of the stuff in the movie is real. Mm-hmm. There's real planes and real G's, like Tom Cruise.
There was one villain that was worse than Barbossa, Blackbeard, and Salazar, and it was a female. Her name is Amber Heard. We lived there. It was Pittsburgh. It resonates with our city.
We didn't even live in Pittsburgh.
You guys, I'm making a point. I'm saying it's like every other city in America. Dude, I can't take it.
Welcome back to the Welcome back to the Wacky Wonderful Wiseworks podcast. All of you guys, gals, geeks, and goofballs.
I had so much confidence in you. I had an unbelievable amount of confidence.
And you should have.
Love that.
That was correct. Also,
I love that.
Merry Christmas week. I mean, it's technically not the week because Christmas is on Sunday, but the Sunday coming is Christmas.
Yes.
And that's not sexual.
And
it just happened to say it that way.
This is our last podcast.
No, it's not.
Apparently, I don't know how this is not our last podcast. It should be our last podcast.
Okay, look, we have 2 more weeks of podcasting.
Okay.
We're going to have a New Year's episode, and we're going to have another New Year's episode.
Right.
We'll be good.
Yeah. So, before we get into all the topics...
Okay.
We're going straight into the... Oh,
yeah, I just want to bring something up.
Let's do it. What's been burdening you?
I heard something today.
Oh, no.
From a critic.
About
reputable
Avatar?
critic about Avatar 2.
A non-paid-off critic?
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody who has seen the film.
Yeah.
Can you disclose their name?
Which, it'll be out when this episode...
Yeah.
We will have seen it by the time this comes out.
Chris
we have not
Gore.
seen it yet.
Are you familiar with Chris
No,
Gore?
but I don't like that name.
Okay.
No.
He's seen the movie.
Okay.
And he said some things in a
It's
live
not
stream I
spoiler,
was
is it?
watching. He didn't say anything spoilery.
Okay.
But do you guys want to hear what he said?
No,
Yes.
none of it's spoilery.
No,
That
it's
was
not
the
spoiler.
exact reaction I was... No, it's not spoilery.
Okay. If there's nothing
I want to hear it. Well, look, next week, although you've probably already seen Avatar, though it's already out by now, next week we will be giving our probably non-spoiler review of Avatar on the podcast. So, is that next week?
No.
2 weeks.
2 weeks because... Actually, no. I say we should just... We'll probably give it on the live the following week, Monday.
Yeah.
That's true. So
the
look at
live
the
on the
Wiseworks
studio
Studio channel. Look at the Wiseworks Studio channel. But yes, I want to hear it.
Okay. So, first off, he said that the movie has all of the James Cameron flaws.
Dang it.
All the things that we are familiar with in James Cameron movies. Scenes that kind of go on maybe a little...
ships that sink?
Things that kind of go on for too long.
Yeah.
The ending feels like it takes forever to end. Things that people are familiar with James Cameron.
I have also heard this.
He also said the dialogue is lacking.
Uh-oh.
He also said...
This is spoiler stuff. I
This
don't want to
isn't
hear
spoiler
this.
stuff.
No, it is. That is spoiler.
That's not a
That
spoiler.
is spoiling. I
That's
don't
not
wanna
a
hear this.
spoiler.
Okay, I don't want to hear anything like that.
That's not a
yet.
spoiler.
That's not a spoiler.
I want to go into it blind.
He also said... I Yeah, those were his two big main like critiques.
So we have too much of the bad James Cameron.
So a little bit of James Cameron flaws, which everybody's familiar with, and they're fine.
Okay, yeah,
right?
We accept them.
And dialogue, the dialogue is somewhat lacking.
Which
in places.
Okay.
Which even in the first one, I thought there was dialogue that was cringe to me.
Okay, so you're already explaining his way, being like,
already
I'm
writing
okay
off the
with all
film.
this.
You are.
No.
This is no different than the first film.
He
No.
also said,
Unless it's just it was good and that's all.
Hold
then
on.
I don't want to hear.
Hold on.
I don't want to hear anything
why don't you
more
wait?
about
Why don't you wait for
dialogue.
what I'm gonna
He's
say?
not gonna spoil
Why don't you
the
wait for
film.
what I'm gonna say?
Because you've already spoiled
Look,
the dialogue for me.
We've praised it up to this point.
We know
let's
what the
see
dialogue
what's
is
gonna
going to
happen.
be.
We haven't seen it though.
We
No.
know what the dialogues are going to be similar to the first one. He also said it has some of the most intense action scenes.
Okay, well I know there's
he has
action now.
ever seen.
I didn't want to know that.
So
Josh was like,
the
I wanted it
action
to be
is gonna
mediocre.
good, and he also said that the story elements, like the family
Okay,
elements,
that's enough. You're spoiling
are
for me
good.
at this
Look,
point.
okay,
It's none of that is
It doesn't
spoiling the
matter.
movie.
It is a little bit.
Although James Cameron has said some wild stuff, especially with the woke culture stuff, and I'm not
well, we
trying to
know
make
there's
this
not going
political.
to be any testosterone. In
Well,
it.
there won't be any testosterone.
Actually, we were peeking at a small video. It seems like that small one guy. He'd be looking pretty thick for
huh?
Avatar.
I'm
Yep.
confused by what Samoan guy.
They released a featurette one day ago, and it showed a small clip of the water tribe, and there's a guy who has like muckles, I guess what you say, on his face, and then he's very thick. He looks Samoan. He's an Avatar version of like a Samoan.
So based on what he said, I think the film is going to be similar to the first one, probably better.
Which if it's
He
a
said
little bit better than the first one,
he
then it's
said
gonna be
coming
good.
out it was you came out and were like, I enjoyed the movie.
Good.
That's what he said.
That's all I want.
Now, and I think he is probably one of the most objective movie reviewers I've listened to. A lot of the people I listen to don't like the first Avatar movie. And I don't think they're going to care for this one either. And that's fine.
I'm looking for.
But because I enjoy the first one, if this guy is saying this, I think I'm going to enjoy
I'm
the second
looking
one.
forward to coming out of it and thinking like Top Gun Maverick.
He said that it felt like watching Top Gun Maverick.
Oh boy,
He
that's
said
exciting.
Not
then.
not in the same vein as Top Gun Maverick,
Yeah.
but he
Obviously,
said
it's
it
not the
felt
same
like
film.
he said it felt like
The
watching
excitement was there.
it felt like watching a movie that was filmed 10 years ago, before
When
all
movies were good.
before all this BS that's happening right now.
Good. And because it was.
Because it was, yeah.
Just
I
like Top Gun Maverick.
I don't know if we can talk about it anymore than what we have.
Can I say this?
No, that's basically
That's
all
all.
he
I will say
he was-
this.
He didn't say much about
Although
it.
I don't know what my opinion of it is yet,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not trying to be apologist even before I see it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to try to be apologist after either. But people like Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh, basically the Daily Wire guys that think they have any knowledge of talking.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I don't disagree with them on a lot of stuff. But their movie reviews suck.
Yeah, trash.
Look, there was Matt Walsh. He's the guy who did the What is a Woman documentary. And the documentary, I've seen the first 15 minutes. It's pretty good. But he decided to cover the whole James Cameron testosterone article. And he took that opportunity to completely slander the first film, like saying it was Pinocchio with blue people. I mean, not Pinocchio. It was Pocahontas with blue people.
No,
Yeah.
it was Dancing with Wolves.
It was definitely all of those things.
Look, it was. But the thing is, he said the best thing that happened for me during the film was that I fell asleep and got a nap in. And I'm sorry, that's a funny kind of joke. His delivery was bad,
Yeah.
but that's not the case.
No, it's the
Like people that enjoy movies genuinely like Avatar, even though we understand the story is a carbon copy. It is simple, but that's not all of the elements we enjoy movies.
And
so Matt Walsh,
people
why
are-
are you saying things you don't really know about?
people are perfectly it's perfectly fine to dislike Avatar. Not everybody likes the same movies, and that's
Yeah.
fine. it came out in what, 2008? 2009?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were how old?
We were pretty young.
We were pretty young. So it had also a big psychological
16?
impact on us
No, I wasn't.
as
16.
we were young.
No.
Right? So
Wow, your math is obviously.
it's like 13
16
years ago.
2009. I'm 27. That would make me 14 years old.
Yeah. So it had a big impact, and this guy said it's going to have a similar impact on young people around that age. It's going to do the same thing the first movie did.
Good.
So I'm really looking forward to it now.
Good.
I was kind of dreading it. And then I heard him talking about it, and I was like, this is making me excited because I know he's not biased.
Okay.
With these featurettes and the trailer and
Until-
everything.
Until Thursday night, Avatar is off the table.
Yeah,
For
we're
this
not talking
apartment-
about any
For
more
this apartment,
spoilers.
we're not allowed
This
to
is
talk
it?
about Avatar. We're cutting it off.
What if I do a little dance and be like, "Oh, I'm so excited to see Avatar."
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't
But
like
no,
that your little dance was flossing.
I know how to floss. And the thing is, what, 3 years behind the curve?
Yeah, it took you that long.
I
Joseph's
figured out
just
how to
standing in
floss.
front of the mirror. He's like
I
flossing
figured
for
out
3
the
years.
rhythm. I got the rhythm down.
Yeah.
So I want to react to something with you fellas.
Okay.
I just discovered this is a thing.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan and Wendy, apparently.
Did I spoil it? Oh yeah, we got to throw Wendy in there.
Interesting.
Look,
Make it.
This is 2023.
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
And Disney.
No.
2023 and Disney.
Okay, yeah, and
Wait,
Disney.
Disney Plus.
I will say this: the poster, the visual is awesome.
Yeah.
I love the visual, but we are going to look at the cast. We're going to look at what information is available to us. We're going to try to break down the limited knowledge that we can gain from the internet at this moment, and we're going to do it together. Okay?
Okay.
Before looking at the cast, like I have genuinely not looked at this yet, but I have three things. Well, really two things to say.
Yeah.
Who's the guy who plays Captain Hook on Hook? What's the actor's name? The guy that blew it out of the water. Just played like this really great Hook.
Why am I blanking on his name?
I don't think I ever learned his name, so I
You
couldn't
know-
tell
you
you.
know his name.
We've talked about this on this podcast specifically before. He plays a really good Hook. We need at least that performance or better.
You're just gonna have
And
to
then
make
we
me
need
look
some
it up.
kind of like, Rufio situation. I don't care. Dante's not going to be in it, but we need a character that plays a
Dustin
Rufio.
Hoffman.
Yes.
I saw his face and I knew it.
You figured it out when you saw his
Dustin
face.
Hoffman.
Okay. So let's look at the cast really quick. So we have Alexander Maloney,
Yeah.
who's going to be playing Peter Pan. We have
Jude Law as Captain
Ever
Hook.
Anderson playing Wendy. We have Joshua Pickering playing John Darling. Jacoby Jupe as Michael, the little boy in the does he not wear pants in the cartoon the whole time?
No,
he
they're
wearing
all
a
in
gown?
pajamas.
No, but Wendy gets new clothes.
Pajamas?
Don't she? In the cartoon?
What?
No, she don't get new clothes.
No, she wears
They're all wearing pajamas.
pajamas. So
And we got Yara
we're not talking about
Shahidi. She's
as
playing Tinkerbell.
Interesting choice.
And Jude Law
Okay.
as Captain Hook. What do you
First-
think about that?
First thing I think of is no, but then I think, the only thing good about Secrets of Dumbledore was he played a great
Was his
Dumbledore.
performance,
He played
yeah.
a great Dumbledore. So
I want to
maybe.
say
Can you click on Tinkerbell? I'm curious what else she's been in.
The only thing you've seen, she's been in the show Blackish, and the only thing you've probably seen is she played a little girl extra in Salt with Angelina Jolie.
Oh, so nothing.
Is that the only thing she's ever been in? Because I've seen a lot more movies than you.
I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, I've seen that movie. No, I don't even.
Okay,
no, Black.
Brownish, Blackish, My Father's Dragon, Yara's Shahidi's Day Off.
You've seen any
Paw
of these,
Patrol.
Josh? You've seen so many movies.
I wonder. Fearless, Mixish. I wonder.
Okay.
Alliance, A Trick of Light.
I've seen Three Below, Tales of Arcadia. You seen that one?
No.
Look,
Not all of it, obviously.
there's a little
but-
girl that I think Salt runs into the room,
Yeah.
and there's like a little black girl that she hands like a stuffed animal to or something. It's her, but now she's older and she's
Yeah.
playing. She's playing the fairy sex icon.
I'm going to say this. She probably has the physique.
Probably.
The Tinkerbell physique.
Probably.
But I'm curious, like, why aren't we race swapping Captain Hook? That would be like a huge choice for me. It's like make him a Jamaican pirate captain.
Okay.
Would be awesome. Now, in the book, he is very English,
Yeah.
but that's never stopped Hollywood before.
no.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Okay.
don't want to say I don't know. Well, I
Can we
don't
say
know
this?
her performance. So
So we got. It looks like Peter Pan.
what about Smee? We skipped over Smee.
we did Smith.
Jim Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
So that's good
Good
casting.
for Shmi. Yeah.
Jim Gaffigan has been
if
on.
They don't give him cheesy.
wait, he's been on Joe
lines.
Rogan plenty of times.
Yeah, if they don't give him cheesy,
They will
cheesy
all
lines.
have cheesy
Oh, this is
lines.
gonna be
If the dialogue is
the
worst.
writing's not going to be
I have
great.
no confidence in this whatsoever.
So okay, I'm looking to see what Alexander
Maloney.
Maloney. He hasn't been in a lot
Maloney.
because he's only been alive for like all of
Yeah, like 5 years.
He does look like a 5 or 6.
Why don't you
year-old,
go
doesn't
down
he?
to the acting credits so we can see them?
or at
I
least
am.
zoom out so we
Yeah.
can see it.
Let me zoom in for you guys.
So nothing we've seen.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely nothing we've seen.
Yeah.
He is
Birdseed.
brand new on the scene of Hollywood. all
Okay.
right? But he's playing Peter Pan. Those are big shoes to fill
Yeah.
for a brand new actor. Peter Pan is one of the most childhood beloved stories.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer?
I want to see the Lost Boys.
Do you like
Can we
Peter
look at
Pan
Wendy real
to
quick?
have like a lot of?
Mm-hmm.
You know I there's a couple iterations of Peter Pan, but one of them's very like you see a lot of pixie dust around him, or like not.
I don't know. It doesn't.
When I think of Wendy, I do think of that face.
Yeah,
It feels like visually good
That-
casting.
Her mother
Yeah.
is Mila Jovovich? No way.
Who's
What do you
Mila
know?
Jovovich?
Resident Evil?
It's
Oh.
Resident Evil, the final chapter. Black Widow. Don't know.
Okay, so she hasn't been in much either.
Can you
Correct.
stay where you're gonna scroll? Scroll and stay.
No, I'm looking.
I
All
want to
up,
see the
down,
Lost
scroll.
Boys.
right, I'm gonna look for the Lost Boys. All right, so Nibs.
Dude,
That's
all
a
right.
really young boy.
So some of these Lost Boys look like girls.
Wait,
whoa.
wait.
Florence. Hold on. They
Florence.
casted a girl as
Both
Curly.
the twins
Oh,
look like
boy.
girls.
Yep, twin 1, twin 2. We got a couple girls here.
Okay, I don't like that.
Birdie,
race swap all you
Birdie,
want.
we
I
got
don't
a
like the
little girl.
Lost
Race-
Boys being
There's
girls.
gonna be more.
Swap all you like for Tinkerbell, but if you make Lost
Gender
Boys,
swap?
Lost Girls, I am going
Here's the
to.
thing. Here. Oh, hold on.
You
Hold
might
on.
have to
Hold
bleep
on.
this
Hold
out.
on.
I'm about to lose
Hold on.
my
Hold on.
here.
Hold on. There might be a middle ground. All of these girls might identify as boys.
Come on.
I am going to lose my. If
The-
these are really,
Yeah, the Lost Boys are Lost Girls now. There's more girls
Yeah.
here than boys.
I don't accept this as a
but
movie.
There's
This
Look,
is not
there's
a movie.
one
reason.
little boy. There's one little boy, Nibs. Are all the rest
Okay,
girls?
Wyatt,
Okay,
there's
Toodles.
I'm always
Toodles
the-
looks like a
you
boy.
complain about things, and I'm always the guy that defends it a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. If they make it Lost Girls and not Lost Boys, I will not defend this
They'll call
movie.
them the Lost Kids.
I will
They're
not
definitely
defend this
Lost
movie.
Kids.
I will literally. I will make it
The
my.
Lost them.
I will make it my mission to cancel this movie myself. I will. I
Petition,
will.
okay.
I am going to start
But
my
they
own
got-
group
but
on
they got
Reddit.
Jude
I'm going to
Law.
start my. I don't care. They can. They
got
can
Alan
change
Tudyk.
race all they want. They can change. They can
love
make
him.
Jude Law
Mr. Darling.
whatever
I
they
love
want.
him.
They can do that.
Click
But
him.
We
if
can't.
they-
You can't have a conversation right now. Josh
Yeah,
is just
well,
going on
he's-
and on
he's
and on
talking.
and on.
If
We
they
understand you're pissed.
Yeah,
I am so pissed.
The reason that there are Lost Boys in the book is because the boys don't grow up. That's the whole thing. Girls will eventually the girls easily just start to grow up. The boys hold on to it for so much longer, and that's why you can have a group of Lost Boys.
We don't have a trailer or anything for this yet, do we?
No. It looks like they got that she's either
Lily.
Native American,
Native American.
or she's Mexican.
I'm gonna say
Tiger Lily.
Wampanoag is Native American.
That's a good freaking point.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
good freaking
A
point.
good Tiger Lily.
Yeah.
good. Captain Hook. I don't know anything about
hit
Tinkerbell, but
Mr.
I'm fine with
Darling.
She
Tinkerbell.
looks like
Smee looks
Wendy's a good. Looks like Wendy's a good cast.
Hit Mr. Darling.
Wendy looks
Okay.
good. Captain Hook looks good. Tinkerbell, I don't know, but probably okay. Smee, good. Everything I'm okay with up until the Lost Boys.
Scroll down. This man has been in so much.
Okay,
We just watched iRobot. He was
did.
Sunny. He was Sunny in iRobot.
Sunny.
Yeah, but that's just me.
He was
the
also on
voice.
Strange World.
He's been in so much stuff.
Who are we
he's,
looking at?
he's a really underrated
Who are we looking
actor,
at? What,
in my
who
opinion.
is he playing?
He's playing Mr. Darling. The
Okay.
dad. He's been in so much stuff.
What's his name?
Alan Tudyk.
Well, if you
Tudyk?
scroll up, we'll see a picture of him.
This.
Yeah.
fella.
Oh, this
You've seen
guy.
him before.
Yeah.
He's been in so much stuff. He's really good. He played the robot in
Kanto sing along.
Rogue One.
Cool.
The tall robot, the Empire robot.
Yeah.
Been in a bunch of stuff.
A
He was
lot
in
of
Final
animated.
He's
Space.
a voice actor and actor. He's incredible. Yeah.
He's been in Final Space.
This man. Look how much stuff this man's been in.
A lot of animated. A lot of voice acting. Holy cow. Wait, how about
Moana.
he's one on Moana, Rogue One.
He plays the chicken.
Zootopia.
He plays the chicken in Moana.
Holy
real.
cow.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, let's not. I was gonna say we should pull up a video of him just doing voice acting because
I think there was one at the top of him doing the chicken.
like. Can we play?
Yeah,
it?
there it is.
Can we play this?
Play this clip.
This shouldn't get us.
It's gonna have an ad.
Ah, boo.
Boo,
15
boo.
second.
Yeah. Whatever.
I don't accept this as a movie until it's confirmed that
Okay,
they
what
are
if
lost
they
boys.
what if
No,
they
they're
did the whole Peter
girls.
what if they did the whole Peter Pan thing? All right, the stage Peter Pan thing,
Yeah.
where they got a girl to play Peter, but they're not calling Peter a girl or a trans. They just saying Peter is a boy, but the casting was better to do a girl.
No.
if she was a transgender that
On
had
Hook,
already
One of
if
the pirates was a woman. One of the
she
most
was a-
iconic
I
tortured
would
pirates.
accept a transgender that has already made
You're
the
not-
cross. Then I would.
We're
accept
talking about
it.
little kids.
Yeah,
I
these are
don't
little
care.
children.
These are little kids.
I
No
don't
one's
care.
going to transition
No,
at that age, or shouldn't.
No,
Okay?
none of they're going to be lost kids. They're not going to be the lost boys anymore.
I
Hope you're happy.
hate. I quit YouTube. I quit.
Why?
entertainment.
YouTube is our only weapon.
No,
It's
I
our
don't
only
quit
weapon to
YouTube,
fight
but
back.
I
Here, let me take some solace in this. Things are changing. This kind of stuff is only going to be around for the next 2 years.
Yeah, and this was already in the workings before they
Yeah.
discovered that. It's not going to
They
work.
are gonna stuff like this is gonna flop horribly.
okay. I want to do this on the studio channel because I want more people to see it. But I don't care about race swapping. You can put whoever you want, but gender swapping for the Lost Boys is just. I know I've said that already.
It's 'cause
Can we move?
That
to
is
different,
the
this
big
is literally,
statement that they are making with this movie.
This is
Lost boys can be
upsetting
girls
me.
too.
This is upsetting. to
Men
me.
can
This
get
is upsetting
pregnant.
to me.
They're going to have little, I don't know, Florence be like, you know
That's
what?
Florence.
Yeah, Florence over there. They're going to be like, she's going to be like, you know what I was thinking Peter Pan could use? Less of these little incompetent boys.
Less straight boys.
Less cisgendered white boys
This
that don't want to grow up. Girls don't want to grow up either.
Yeah, hey,
This is literally
girls don't want to grow up either.
Hands on the hips.
And all the lost boys go, ugh. This is why we came to Neverland.
They're gonna
to
be like,
escape this.
They're only look. The only place the Lost Boys have to run to is, I don't know, friggin' Little Rascals.
Remember
where they can
being-
put up No Girls Allowed signs.
Remember being a little kid and you and the other boys ran and hid from the girls?
Yeah, because they were the worst.
Because they were the worst.
Yeah.
Because they would say stuff like that. Girls are allowed in the club too. But right?
You know, this
That's
We're not
that's
trying to
what
hang out with
Neverland is.
That's what Neverland is.
Neverland is the ultimate place to run away from
No
the
Girls Allowed. That's why Wendy was such a controversy.
this moment
Tinkerbell.
is on par with the end of season 9 or whatever when we got so upset because this guy swapped and I was upset about my pick. And this is on par with that. That's how upset I am.
It's really
about
got
this.
you annoyed.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's because you called too much. You literally sat there and was like, I swear, if this, and if this, and if this, and it was all...
No, I was joking
Correct.
about, like, I don't know, if they swap a few things, I'm okay with that.
But the Lost Boys were non-negotiable. Of course.
Yeah.
With good
Yeah,
reason.
Obviously.
Yes.
The one good thing. Look, Jim Gaffigan and Jude Law seems like good casting.
That does seem like some good entertaining.
I don't respect Jude Law or Jim Gaffigan anymore. I don't care. I don't care if they do a great performance. I don't respect them as a person.
We haven't seen the movie yet. Now, and usually I'm the one who's like, at least for a while, I would say, well, we don't know. We don't know what it's going to be. We can always give it a chance. I'm not in that boat anymore. I'm not apologizing anymore. I'm not being optimistic anymore. I'm just
You
like,
bring zero
it's going to be
energy.
bad. It's going to be bad, and we all know it. Now, if it turns out to be good, I will perfectly happily change my tune and go back to saying,
Nope.
it was
I
good.
don't
It's
care
going to be
how
hard
the
to
movie
say that
is.
there's a bunch of Lost Girls that it was good.
I don't care how the movie turns out. If it's the funnest, magical movie that I've seen in like years, and there's Lost Girls in it, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah. I hate girls.
No, I got no problem, but you can't change that.
Look, the Lost Boys being boys is a cornerstone plot line.
Mm-hmm.
You can't compromise that.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Neverland only works because the Lost Boys are there.
Are boys.
It's part of every kid's imagination.
Yeah.
But they're lost because they could never grow up,
Yeah.
and that's it's in part of Wendy's story is the fact that she starts growing up while there. She starts wanting to go home and wanting to have responsibilities. Things that boys don't do at that age, that girls start doing very young.
Also,
It's-
this is about this.
we did
this
a whole-
story's big. The huge narrative is about a boy's relationship with his mother
Well, and
on multiple fronts.
we did a whole
And a boy's relationship with the writer. But
no, we
not talk
we did a
about
whole
that as
episode.
much.
We did a whole episode about this way back, a couple seasons ago. How the real narrative behind Peter Pan.
yeah, it's probably not super as wholesome as you would think, but the story itself is a wonderful story.
It is. The cartoon did it right.
I'm genuinely upset. Can
Hook did
can
it
we go
right.
to a
Hook did
different
it right.
segment? Like
Yeah.
I'll do any other segment right now. I want to move past this.
All
Can
right.
we just move past
Yeah,
it?
He
we can
wants
move
to fly
past it.
away.
Hey,
I've lost my happy
Think
thought.
happy thoughts.
I've lost my happy thought because
Josh
of
is
this.
ready to grow up, bro.
I want to grow up. I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't want to be here anymore. Neverland's not the same. All these girls.
We got Patreon, don't we?
Thank you, Shelby.
Shelby,
Shelby.
my favorite patron member.
Really, truly.
Yeah, this one's my favorite.
And with good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Shelby's beloved. Now, I will say this. If you were to join Patreon, you raise your chances of becoming the favorite patron.
Yeah, you actually do. You actually do.
Look, and if you want to be a Patreon supporter also, then you just have to go to the link in the description of this podcast and select the tier that best fits your content needs, just like Shelby has, just like other people that we shout out on every episode has. You also get your name in the credits of every single podcast and the clips videos that take place on the studio channel. So look, there's all kinds of perks. Take advantage of them.
Yeah.
And thank you, Shelby, for already joining the ranks of the Wiseworks podcast. Now, I want to go ahead and break down together some information about The Last of Us
Okay.
for the show that's coming out in January on HBO Max. All right? Starring Pedro, what's his last name?
Pascal.
Pascal. And
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. And this little lady that I know her name, but I have IMDb as assistants.
We all saw it. We all
Bella
saw
Ramsey.
it.
Bella Ramsey.
Yeah.
All right. Pedro Pascal.
Can
and
you just
Bella
stay
Ramsey.
down with the cast?
Shh.
We're getting back into slides.
Look, this is a slideshow.
Okay.
So what's this information you want to talk
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
A little bit of game
I want us
knowledge?
to look. You probably know more about it than
I actually
we
don't
do.
know as much as you would think about this one.
So
Yeah.
I'm not breaking down like the 20 most fun facts about The Last of Us.
Okay.
This is like for the dummies. This is for the noobs, as the gamers use, or they used to use
Right.
in the terminology. This is for the uninitiated.
The
right?
normies.
The normies. You know,
Yeah.
that's a modern one.
Mhm.
I don't know if uninitiated would be the right word.
Yeah, that's it.
Not
The
gamers.
virgins.
Yeah. The gamers.
Not
The
gamers.
The not gamers.
Non-gamers.
The non-gamers. So I got a Wikipedia page. And so I want to just say this. What? With the zooming? What's wrong with the zooming?
As long as you're not cutting off any of like the paragraphs, I'm good.
What, like, so you need a little bit more space on
As
that
long
side?
as like, I
right
guess,
there?
yeah, like
Right
that's
there's
good.
Right there.
Okay, gosh, dang it.
Okay,
All
give
right.
us the information.
So The Last of Us is a 2013 action-adventure game developed by Naughty Dog, apparently, and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. Player-controlled Joel, a smuggler tasked with escorting a teenage girl, Ellie.
So Pedro's Joel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Bella is Ellie.
Yes.
Okay.
Across a
Connecting the dots.
post-apocalyptic United States. So this is a U.S. That's one thing in the research I didn't realize. I didn't realize this was the United States.
It looked like the United States to me.
Yeah, but it could also be Canada.
Well, I
talking
was
about
pretty sure that because
Pittsburgh,
everybody was like
Pennsylvania.
speaking English and all the Native Americans. I was pretty sure it was
getting
the
very
United
And we
States.
we literally were talking about Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
yeah.
But so does Canada.
Canada?
You thought
Yes.
this was for Canadians?
It could be. Canada's pretty freaking big.
Nah, I did know that it was America.
Very well.
I knew that too.
Apparently, Joel is his character's from Texas,
Okay.
Of course.
and he has a brother.
Of course.
I'm getting ahead of myself. The Last of Us is played from a third-person perspective, so it came from a game. All right.
Yes.
Players are use firearms and blah 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 weapons, and can use stealth to defend against hostile humans and cannibalistic creatures infected.
Do we have to be
I need
quiet?
to zoom in.
Is this like
Infected by a mutated fungus. In the online multiplayer mode, up to 8 players, blah, 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 can play. All right? So this is a little bit about the development of the game if you're interested. Are you interested?
Are we going to read the whole paragraph or skim?
I'm skimming.
Skim.
Okay.
We're
That
gonna
was my
skim.
skimming. Is it
You
inappropriate
read the
skimming?
whole paragraph.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You
All
said
right.
you started with The Last of Us is a 2013 action adventure game developed by
Look.
Naughty Dog and published by Sony
Look,
Computer
and I'm going to be
Entertainment.
honest. I'm kind of just being the middleman between Wikipedia and the people who
Well,
don't know.
I figured
Yeah.
if you actually had it like full screen, then the people watching could somewhat read it for themselves
no,
while
they-
we skim.
They
You want me
probably
to go
wouldn't
ahead
be
and set
able
that up right quick? You want me to copy and paste and make it full screen?
No, I'm just saying, like from here, I'm pretty sure the people watching could probably read
They
it.
can't. No, they can't.
No, they
There's
would. They
also
wouldn't be
a,
able.
you don't think?
No,
That's a small letters.
That's a
man.
small
I don't
print.
know.
But okay, what about what besides Joel and
Ellie.
Ellie?
The interesting thing that I found was in the trailer he says, "Your cargo,"
Yeah.
because he's doing a job. He's a smuggler across the United States. So
Wait,
he
wait,
smuggles things during this post-apocalyptic time.
So
he's
this
like a
is-
survivalist smuggler. All
This
right,
is like a Logan situation.
Logan who?
The movie Logan.
Oh, Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would be kind of in that vein where he's trying to get her from one
Yeah, yeah,
place
yeah.
to another
Yeah.
and survive.
Exactly. So that's what the story is. And there is a whole section about plot where it does break down on Wikipedia.
Is this?
You can kind of look to watch that, but I don't want to read any of that because that's spoilers.
Do we have? This is a one-off season, one-off show. One
Season
off?
1 is following the events
Because
of.
we have to. Okay, there might be more.
We're gonna see though. We're gonna see if it's a
Because
success.
you can only deliver cargo You know, you
Well,
can't do that forever.
I would hope that the
'Cause,
show.
like, when are they going to deliver?
I would hope that the show is just like the first game.
It is, I think.
Okay.
If there's only one season, it's the first game. I'm happy to watch that. If there's a season
many
for the
games?
second game, I don't want to watch that. I don't ever want to see it
Why?
because of decisions that they made in the second game.
And they weren't good.
No,
Like
they were
what?
very bad, very woke decisions.
Very woke decisions
Yeah.
for the second game.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example?
Dude, people hated it.
Can you give me
Did
an
they
example?
make Joel a female?
No,
Oh.
they focused on like they introduced a female character who was like a villain, and then showed her being a villain at the very beginning in a very graphic and way that everybody hated, and then tried to make, and then you played as her and tried to make the audience sympathize with her, but everybody's just like, oh no, she sucks, and this sucks.
I don't want to play as her. I want to be Joel.
Yeah.
So that was the reason. So they wanted to make a female lead
Yeah.
for part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And was it kind of the same timeline, just from a different person's point of view?
No.
Or was it like a
it was
progressive
after,
story?
it was after the events of this first one.
Okay. So they probably won't do that. But I have heard that a lot of fans are very unhappy with even just what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
The casting.
yeah, a lot of the people are unhappy, especially even with seeing Joel's daughter in the trailer. Even though we know it's probably going to be like a flashback, people are saying she's going to be in like the first 30 minutes of the movie, but the fact that she wasn't in the video game at all,
Yeah.
just pictures.
Well,
Just
they're-
flashbacks during
They
the
had to
campaign.
give
And on
some-
top of that, they
some
race
kinda-
swapped her. I don't care as much
The
about
daughter?
that. Yeah, I don't care as much about that since she's dead. But
There was talk about, well, the fans kind of agreed that there was a couple people that they wanted, if they were going to ever make the show, which they anticipated,
Yeah.
that they wanted these specific actors to play the part. I didn't know who the woman was when I saw a couple videos of them talking. I've never seen her work.
yeah,
But the man was the guy who plays Jaime on Game of Thrones. Now,
for Joel,
yeah, for Joel.
that would have been
Oh,
good
who
casting.
they were going to pick?
Yeah, so I wanted to see what is. Let me just look up Game of Thrones so I can see his name.
That would have been good casting. I
That's
think.
what the fans wanted before they released that Pedro was casted for the role of Joel. All right, his name is Nikolai Koster
Nicolaj.
Nikolaj Koster Walda.
Waldo.
He plays Jaime Lannister.
Yeah, Jamie Lannister. Everybody.
It's an easier name than what his real name is. Now, he does look like the character on the game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Pedro seems like a good person. Like, he's not a bad actor in
No,
the least.
He's a good actor.
So I think he's going to do a good job. I don't really see why the fans were so incredibly upset. Maybe it's because they weren't being... Maybe they didn't feel listened to.
It's because with video game adaptations and Hollywood in general, they've done this so much of... Ooh, Nick Offerman. I saw him in the trailer.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah.
They do this so much of
Talk about a good-looking
swapping,
dude.
yeah.
right? That people see it and they're like, oh, they swapped the daughter, they swapped the main character, they swapped this, and people are just rolling their eyes at this point. It's like, why can't we just get something? If you're gonna adapt one of people's favorite games of all time, do we have to change everything, or can we have it look like the game? I think that's mostly what people's thing is. It's like,
Yeah.
you're just doing this to do it, and by doing that, you are insulting the people who want this.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
You're saying that you actually don't care about the fans, and which makes people hesitant about the material.
Yes.
It's like,
That's a good
so you don't care about the fans, therefore you're not really going to care about the story as much.
Yeah.
That's what people think in their minds. So I
And
don't
do
know.
you think that's factual?
Yeah, I think it's factual. I think oftentimes when they do this, when they put certain agendas in, they are saying we don't care about what people want, which is faithful adaptation. And so that leads to then the story being not what people
Yeah.
want as well.
I mean, I'm have never played the game, but I'm optimistic because
Yeah.
it's HBO. HBO, out of all of the streaming services that come out with content, HBO is the more, well, I know season 8 of Game of Thrones. We're not talking about
Right.
that.
We're not talking about that.
Look, lately
HBO has
HBO's
been pretty
had more
decent.
upticks than downticks. All right.
Warner Brothers has also been restructuring lately. So that and which is
They
a
got a lot
positive
of
thing.
mess to clean up, maybe
Yeah.
with the exception of Doom.
Yeah, they got
And
they've been
Robert
cleaning up.
Pat's Batman. They did
Yeah.
a good job on those two. All right.
So hopefully this will be an enjoyable show.
Yeah.
You know?
Murray Bartlett
Murray?
over here.
Yeah.
He was
Mr.
in
Murray?
he was in White Lotus season 1.
Okay.
Creepy character. I don't like him.
Okay.
I'm not going to be excited to see this
see-
Frank character. But I am excited about Bill with Nick
Bill?
Offerman.
Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't really know anybody else. And the thing is, I'm not a gamer. This is why I preface this with for noobs, for the dummies, because I am one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming into this the same way I approach any show, but it really should be approached differently because the existing lore, the existing story is there.
Yeah.
They're following a template, doing little bit different things here and there, but telling an existing story.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't tend to like these. When was the last big story from a game that was turned into a show or a film?
Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted.
Funny enough,
I saw
which
Uncharted
failed.
and I was thinking
It
of
failed?
Uncharted.
Oh yeah. Nobody watched Uncharted.
I watched it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I watched
on
it on
Netflix.
the
I heard
Netflix.
nobody watched it.
Yeah, well, one person watched it.
Naughty Dog also did Uncharted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game. So maybe they're up for round 2. Maybe they're like, quick, Uncharted and friggin' Last of Us. Let's see which one plays better. You know what I mean?
Could be.
Well,
It's like get Pedro and friggin'
Tom Holland.
Tom.
and Mark.
Mark was
Mark.
actually supposed to play Tom's character like several years ago.
Yeah.
But
He got too old.
they kept pushing the movie back. And so by the time they were ready to film, they were like, well, he's a little bit too old to be playing this character. So let's have him play a character that's canonically much older than he is and have a character play the main character who is canonically much older than Tom Holland.
Yes. Heck yeah.
This is wild.
It's like they're just making rules up as they go.
They
Jeez.
are.
I don't
It's
know.
insane. I don't like.
So
artists
you're
these
already
days.
you're not looking forward to that. Peter Pan really left a bad taste in your
The
mouth.
Peter Pan was like eating, that rotten fish that you eat from a can. That's a Swedish tradition. Peter Pan is that to me.
And so it spoiled The Last of Us.
So
No, I'm okay because it's HBO.
I'm of the
but-
opinion now that everything you must be skeptical about everything. There is
I don't
nothing that
wanna
you
look-
can be
look at
truly
that.
excited for anymore.
I
At
don't-
least not right now.
I don't want to look at Hollywood that way. I'm not. No,
I don't want to either. I don't want to look at movies
let me not
that
say
way.
Hollywood. I don't want to look at entertainment that way. I just want to sit down and say I enjoyed that. I had fun for 2 hours and it entertained me.
I would, but here's the thing. I think I'm going to probably just continue to be skeptical about everything.
Of course you are, but
And when I watch something, if it surprises me, I'm happy to be wrong. I'm just going to be happy to be wrong from now on.
Okay.
You know?
And you've said this on a couple different occasions.
from when I first said it, because I would rather be wrong than go in super excited about something and be super disappointed.
yeah.
Just going to be skeptical.
What is that? All we got about least of us?
I'm just
The
trying
least of us.
the least of us.
Dang! If this show flops, I know what it's going to be called. The least of us.
Okay. What is? I know the offhand for these creatures are called clickers. What's the actual name?
Cordyceps fungus.
No, that's not. That's the fungus.
Oh, it's a mutated
Mutated
strain
from-
of cordyceps fungus.
Yeah, but that's what is
The
like, there's a
gang.
There's a
The
correct name
Cordyceps gang.
for all the noobs out there, the normies.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you the correct name and not.
Well, I
just,
can't see what the words at the ends are because it's not full screen. Oh, okay. I'm not seeing it. I think it's just clickers, right?
No, because I literally read this earlier.
Go down.
No, right there. What is that? Death. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Driving into Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Oh, so they will be in Pennsylvania.
You didn't see the comment on our video? Someone
No.
confirmed it on our
I didn't
comment.
see the comment, but I
said-
called it.
They said it's filmed in Canada, but good job. It's supposed to be Pittsburgh.
That's
what they
called
said.
Pittsburgh,
Okay, on the trailer, there's a bridge that Joshua was like, Pittsburgh.
No, before I saw the bridge, you hear me in the mic. I'm like, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and that's before we saw the bridge.
Yeah.
Just when we saw Woodsy area. Man, that's good props for me. Go.
Yeah,
I know.
just
I
keep
did.
patting
I
yourself
did
on
see
the
something
back.
about death something.
It's
like
not
it was
death,
a name,
bro.
No, scroll to the end. It was on over here.
Oh, now we can see.
Oh no, it's just no, it's just death matches.
This is really unfortunate that I can't just easily find this.
You're in multiplayer. Scrolls down through plot. Maybe we'll see a little bit more.
It should be right at the top.
Hostiles.
What? Just type in. I'll go to Google and say, what is the creature's name in Last of Us?
We're just creatures in Last of Us. Monsters in Last of Us. Infected.
That's not what they're called.
They're probably
Just click on
called
this
the
area.
Infected in the game, and they have nicknames for them. Okay, so we saw they have specific nicknames for each of the monsters. So bloaters, clickers,
Okay.
probably like warhammers, jumpers, spiders, things like that is what they're. But they're probably like most of all called the Infected.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are calling them clickers. So, and including in our comment section. So, I'll probably be referring to them as the Infected or clickers. They're it's a fungus zombie,
Cool.
which is fun.
I like it.
It's a very cool concept. Look, this is what they look like in the show.
Mushroomy.
Mushroom
like
head.
lichen.
Notice,
Ew.
I love the detail. This is in the game too.
Teeth.
But the split up the
Ugh.
skull into the nose cavity,
Ooh.
where the two front teeth separate, the gums separate, and you got the skull splitting.
Mm-hmm.
What is it when you're born with like that lip thing?
A cleft palate.
Cleft. No, it's
No.
cleft lip.
Cleft lip?
What's
a
his
cleft
name?
palate? That's the same thing.
That played the Joker. Joaquin
Joaquin
Phoenix
Phoenix.
had it.
Yeah.
And he got it fixed.
A lot of people.
Kind of.
That's why his thing's
A lot of people have it like when they're born, and it's
Yeah.
a surgery that can be easily fixed. And but you almost always have a scar on your lip.
What is it called?
Cleft lip.
cleft lip
Oh.
or
I
cleft
don't know
I thought
palate.
there was an official name for
Cleft
it. Like,
palate.
I thought a cleft palate was in the.
I thought there was an official name for it. Like
Could be a cleft palate.
I got
Deviated septum is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're thinking.
I'm thinking of the one inside your nose, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
a cleft
cleft
palate.
palate.
Don't show us that. Ew.
Why? It's a normal
I don't wanna
occurrence.
get,
It happens
like-
to normal
It's
people.
normal, but it's
Demonetized.
It just
I'm pretty
looks
sure
gross.
YouTube allows cleft palate pictures.
I don't want to look at it.
I don't want to either.
Are they gonna? They're not gonna
Scares me.
demonetize. They're gonna demonetize us because you guys are cleft palate
Haters.
objectors.
No, I
Deniers,
don't.
if you will.
Deniers.
Deniers.
You make it sound like Kanye West. We're not denying anything.
All right, fine.
Now, I always thought like having the scar
was cool.
was cool.
It was pretty
I was like, I wish I had a scar.
right there.
Yeah, I always kind of liked the scar. It gives you character.
Yeah.
Scars.
We had a dog that had a mark on his face that looked like a scar, but it looked like he had a cleft palate.
A dog? What kind of dog?
It was a bird. It was like dog spots.
Mm-hmm.
There was just spots, and so he didn't actually have a scar. It was just a spot,
Cool.
but it made him look cool.
What was his name?
Chomper.
That son
Made
of a
him look
gun.
scary.
that
That's for
Chomper
sure.
was a devil.
Yeah.
Was.
Now I will say we have a fun next segment. It's Christmas themed, which I was trying to say Happy Christmas.
What?
The beginning of the
I didn't plan for Christmas themed.
it. Listen, you don't need to worry about that.
Oh, okay.
It is Christmas themed, overarching, but I have to actually get a pen and paper and add one thing. So we have to take a break.
But you were trying to say Merry Christmas, and I probably interrupted with Avatar.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But we have to take a break. We'll be right back. Hold on. All right. So in the spirit of Christmas, we are going to play a game. We haven't played a game for a minute.
Okay.
This is a segment. I deemed it a name. All right. I called it something. And let me tell you what the name is. I'm calling this segment Inspired into a Story.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Inspiring name.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I gave you both prompts before the podcast as well as myself. And we are going to try to inspire ourselves into a story. Since it is Christmas week,
A Christmas story.
this Christmas story needs to be the genre of the film.
Okay.
So whatever we're inspired to do, we have to bend it towards Christmas story.
All
Not
right.
the Christmas story, but a Christmas-themed story you might watch around Christmas.
All right.
All right? So the prompts are, we each brought a landscape art that we're going to look at. We each brought a character art that we're each going to look at. Random, founded. All right? And then we each brought a sound effect. We're going to look at all 9 of these elements. We're each going to give our kind of 1 to 2 word thoughts that we first think when we see it or hear it.
Oh, we're just gonna shout
Word
it out and-
associations. And then, this isn't like a race or anything. Just our first thought word associations to this art and these sound effects.
Okay.
Then we're going to take all those word associations and inject it into, help it be kind of the guiding force.
For our story.
For our story.
Christmas story.
Now you have to think abstractly because we'll make it. We did 30-second stories on the Midnight Special for so
Yeah,
long.
we can do this.
We can do this easy.
Okay.
We're inspiring ourselves into
Yeah,
a
but
Christmas
that was
story.
off the top of your head. Okay, what are we doing?
This is the same thing, except we don't have a time crunch.
Okay.
All right, so I think the first landscape is yours.
Yeah. Which
right.
I got. Can I say where I stole it?
Yeah,
Because I want to.
tell
I
them where you
want to
stole
say.
it.
So go to it. So I stole this from Graham. We had him on the podcast.
He's
His
a
Instagram.
photographer.
Yeah, because you said something and a story, and that was the first thing that I thought of was his Instagram. When I'm looking at his landscape stuff, I think of that. So I stole this from his Instagram.
Okay, so
I want to give him credit since I stole it.
good job, Graham. It's a beautiful picture. What I first think is either snow or like water path because this looks like a path with water.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I'm definitely thinking like,
I was gonna say snow.
Yes. No.
No, you have to come up with something different. What do you first think?
Oh, we all have to come up with
Yeah,
a word, just a word.
just a word. What is your first
mountain.
thing? Mountain. Okay, Joshua just.
Well, I'm
call it as
trying
he
not to
sees it.
say say what I see on screen.
Well, I'm
a descriptor. I'm trying to go with like a descriptor.
I'm gonna go with water path because that's a unique idea that is not just what I see. All right.
So we're going into this blind. I don't really know, and I don't know how these words to a story is it. This is a little
going to
confusing
inspire
to me
us.
still.
This is an inspire
Okay.
us.
I'm
into
gonna
a
go
direction.
with majestic. It's a
Majestic,
very majestic
okay.
picture.
All right, Joshua.
It was
look
either
at
that
this.
or natural beauty.
Mountain. That's what I thought.
Mountain.
All right. So, all right.
Write down mountain.
Mountain. All right. Let's go to the next one. Isn't mine?
Ooh.
Okay. So, what I think about this, I think ancient gods.
Okay.
That's what I think.
All right.
All right.
I was actually gonna say ancient, but I'm gonna go with.
I don't know how to spell ancient.
Off-world.
ACI.
It doesn't matter. I'm writing with my hand. All bets are off when
Okay.
I'm handwriting.
I want to know how to describe this. Is there a way we can describe like off, not Earth, planet like Pandora, but like how do I say that?
Otherworldly, something like that.
Yeah, otherworldly.
Sure, yeah,
yeah.
that works.
You know.
Or alien.
Alien.
Which do you want to go with? First word associations.
Alien world, or something
Alien
like
world.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
alien. I'm gonna go with ethereal. Spell that one.
You dumb little cuss. Okay. Definitely
Just-
starts with an E.
Just yes.
ETH.
Yeah, just put
Ethereal.
real.
I left out
That's-
like so many words. Ethereal.
It's close enough.
It's close enough.
I think it's spelled REAL, like real. Ether.
Like A.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Don't matter. All right. Interesting.
Yeah. Now this one is AI generated.
Good. And I tried.
so-
I wanted you to bring one.
Yeah.
I wanted you to bring an AI generated art because
Abandoned city.
abandoned. Well,
Ooh, very good. That's what I put into the generator.
Yeah. No, first thing I'm thinking of is I Am
Last of Us.
Legend.
Yeah.
I Am
So
Legend.
my prompts were like apocalyptic, abandoned, overgrowth. I think golden hour. 4K, images like that kind of stuff. I definitely thought dystopian was mine for this. Dystopian, definitely. I think I actually downloaded a bunch of the pictures I generated, and I want to show you guys later.
Okay, I'll look at them later. When I look at this, I think like death to humanity.
Oh,
That's what I see.
interesting.
Or kind of human history, but like humans in the sense that humans are gone.
Okay.
So what do you call that? Ancient civilizations?
Mm,
That's not ancient civilizations.
Distinct.
It would be like
distinct-
natural disasters.
I
Humans
had
are gone, but like there's a memory of them.
distinct.
It's like they're in
something.
the history.
extinct.
Extinct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Distinct.
Um,
Distinct. Humanity.
extinction, basically. We'll say extinction. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. So we're gonna go to characters.
Characters.
All right, we're gonna do word associations for this. So this is Joshua's.
Samurai.
It's just exactly what it is.
No, I'm gonna go with warrior, which is
I'm gonna
too
go
easy.
with
put warlike.
perfection.
Yeah.
Master of everything. Or master of what they do. Perfection.
Master of fighting.
No,
Fighting
master
master.
at
Mastery. Put
mastery. Yeah, that's a better word because I'm thinking of mastering everything. Everything they they do it till they master it. So
Okay,
mastery.
when I look at this, I think mask intimidation.
Okay.
That's what I think. All right. Mask, because this samurai is literally wearing a mask
Yeah.
for the purpose of intimidation.
Is yours or mine up next?
Mine is
Okay.
intimidation. All right. Mine is basically kind of like the king of the
This is obviously like a lich.
or yeah
A lich king.
the Grim Reaper, the king
Yeah.
of the Grim Reapers.
Messenger is what I think of.
Messenger. Not courier.
More messenger is what I think, but yeah.
A paper
I'm-
boy. That's what I'm thinking.
He's the courier
cur-
of souls.
Courier, but
Courier of
messenger.
souls.
He's here to tell me when I'm gonna die.
Think royalty of death.
Okay.
Royalty.
Royalty, kind of.
Hmm.
Dark royalty. Evil king.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with evil king. That's kind of what I really think of.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go with like harbinger.
Harbinger.
Yeah.
Can you define harbinger real quick?
Like a bringer of. It's similar to messenger, like harbinger of death, the bringer
Yeah.
of death.
Yeah, the bringer of something.
The instrument of something, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. I like harbinger.
All right. This is Wyatt's. This is your own art.
This is my
Yeah.
art because I couldn't think of anything that I wanted to look up, and I'm a little bit of a narcissist.
So I think of that. When I look at this, I think salt and pepper.
Ooh,
Frozen dinner.
You got them.
frozen dinner. He definitely would eat a frozen dinner.
Okay, so
He's working late nights and then he goes home and what do I've got?
He's
It's
a
frozen
detective,
dinner.
so.
Frozen dinner.
In fact, his name is. He does have a name and a story, but
That was
none
for a
of that-
different podcast.
None of that is important to this podcast. My word for him is driven.
driven.
Mm-hmm.
Descriptor words.
Yep. You see the little thing in there?
What?
Snuck it in.
What he's carrying?
I don't know, but I like that you tucked his tie into
Wait.
his shirt. That was
What
cool.
am I looking for? That he's got a little. He's carrying.
No, it's in his. It's in the After Effects. It's in his images.
He's got a smile.
Yeah, one of them's got a
One
smile.
of them's got a smile.
Yeah.
That little
Snuck
sneaky,
that in there.
Sneaky smile. I don't know. This makes me think of time travel.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll use that, but it makes me think of it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna put down time travel. I want to be more specific because time travel is too generic. But time travel, we'll leave it at that. This is supposed to be inspiration. All right, now we're gonna do sound effects.
Okay.
We have 3 sound effects. I'll start with.
I was gonna go goofy, but then I went.
I'll start with mine.
Pretty modest.
I'll start with mine because I feel like mine's the least goofy. All right, let me get this up here. Let me play it again.
Ooh.
I think accident.
Accident.
Yeah, an accident just happened. Something like that.
That was a metal door, by the way.
Abusive husband. I'm picking up a chair and throwing it.
Okay.
abuse.
Abuse.
That's right. You
Did
got
I get it right?
Yeah,
I got it. Heck yeah. I know how to spell. I think I kind of just think I think jail cell.
Okay.
It's a metal door. I think jail cell. It's hard for me to think of anything else.
Incarceration.
Incarceration. Jail cell. Cell. Yeah.
Oh, you put an S there to begin with. I saw that. I saw you change that to a C.
My papers in school were so messy.
Jail cell.
Cell. All right. So this is Joshua's. He gave me a 1 hour clip. Here's it.
You skipped it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad.
That's what I was gonna say. Taking a nap on the couch. I mean, not
Okay,
just because
That's everybody's dad. Look at
Okay. So just a man snoring. What is your first thoughts?
I'm gonna go with.
Can't say that. They watch the podcast.
I'd just say tired.
Just tired.
He seems tired. That's a tired snore. Deviated septum.
What do you think, Joshua?
Guest. Crash. I'm thinking of a guest that comes and stays with you because they need somewhere to stay, and you're just letting them stay the night for because they're in town
They're
or
in
something.
need.
How would you say that?
Unwanted?
No. Just somebody crashing at your place.
Crashing at your place.
Okay. That's an association you have.
Yes.
All right. Crashing at your place.
These are a lot of words.
It is.
We're gonna have to.
We're gonna underline the ones that we find valuable. All right.
Okay.
And then when I think of this, I think of deep sleep, like dreaming. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay. Deep sleep.
So a deep sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
like
think we're gonna say Leonardo DiCaprio.
Deep sleep. Oh, Inception.
Dreaming.
yeah. So let's put deep sleep. All right. And then the last one.
That's my sound.
It's a short, so listen for it. I have to play the whole thing. Sorry. So the beginning, don't pay attention.
It's just the last
Here we go.
half.
Here we go. I know what part it is.
Ooh, Popeye's biscuits. Ooh, Popeye's biscuits.
Okay.
I wanted
Okay.
that sound effect so bad. And then it just fades away.
Okay, so I think of death.
I think the void.
The void. Okay.
I think someone throwing something at your head and you get hit with it.
Wait,
Okay.
so surprise attack?
Sure. Yeah.
Surprise attack. Josh is thinking head trauma.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wait, eating multiple Popeyes. What? We should just go through some of these videos.
Yeah, nah.
and when I think of it, I just think of
Oh, you think that dry mouth?
that dry mouth.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to just isolate it in my mind. I just think of death.
Yeah, you said death.
That's the
Just
point.
put
I'm
death.
just put death. Okay, that's very generic. All right, so we
Okay.
got all of our word associations.
Whew.
We got them all.
How are we gonna make a Christmas story?
So this is what I
I'm
think,
nervous
all right?
for.
So I'm gonna go through.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna underline. So we're inspiring ourselves into a story.
Yes.
Get that back in your brain.
Yeah.
This is our roadmap.
One story that we're all coming up with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we craft a basic synopsis through descriptors. All right.
All right.
So water path. Yes. No. Include yes. No.
I don't think it has much pertinence to a Christmas story.
All right. That. See, you're already getting off on the wrong foot. You got to open your mind up.
All right, you're just saying that because this is your word.
No. You have to open your mind up. We don't want to go too
All
generic.
right, what is this? Moses water path going down
Water
the
path.
stream?
Maybe.
Deliver
How many words do we
us.
need to keep? How many words do we
Water
need to get
path
rid
is a
of?
stream.
And how
Think
many
about
words
this.
do we need to?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
This is a game. We have to come up with a Christmas story.
But we have to hit all of these words. If
we don't have
keep
to
them.
hit all of them. We just
If we
have to-
keep 'em.
If we keep them, yeah. Like this is our roadmap.
Get rid of water path then. I mean,
Right.
water path and anything.
No water path in our story. Majestic, yes. Want to
Yeah,
go
we
majestic?
keep Majestic.
It
It's
depends
easy.
on
Christmas story.
Easy
Okay,
to keep
majestic. Yeah, a lot of
majestic.
our images were majestic, I would
Okay,
say.
yeah. All right, mountains. Do we do like a Grinch kind of thing? We have snowy mountains.
We could.
Christmas story. It seems a little plan A for most people there.
Yeah, get rid of mountains. We don't
Okay,
need them.
mountains.
No mountains. don't
We
need
got
mountains.
flat plains here.
Ancient gods. Yes.
I feel like yes.
Yes.
I feel like yes.
Santa's in some way an ancient god. Alien world. Do we make an alien world Christmas story?
No, I say get rid of that.
It's Christmas.
It's
gotta
a
stay
story,
on Earth.
but it's not Christmas.
Okay.
We-
Ethereal. We got majestic. Ethereal's another descriptor.
It's another descriptor. I think it falls in the same.
define ethereal. I just
It's
wanna,
roughly
So it's like it's gonna be like otherworldly and you know.
Oh, that's
kind of
basically alien world.
mysterious.
Mysterious.
Mysterious is a more generic
Yeah.
word for ethereal.
But
It's
Santa
mysterious.
Claus,
We
Santa's
can
never
keep it. We
Santa's
can keep
always been more
ethereal.
majestic than ethereal.
But there's moments of etherealism.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Just thinking about
legend.
cereal.
So we got ancient gods. Do we want to go in a survivor?
Well, if we're going there, I am legend, dystopian. I think
Extinction.
both and extinction. Are we sticking with humans?
I think so. We could.
Then I don't think we need extinction.
Yeah.
But are we doing dystopian?
Probably. I mean, we from your artwork, which we should include at least one of the things in each of these.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the three we got from your landscape art. So
Okay.
we need one of them.
I think I am
Dystopian,
legend
I Am
and
Legend.
dystopian are the same thing.
Okay, so let's
They're
just call it
both
dystopian.
dystopian.
All right, we know it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? So, warlike, which was what you were describing. Josh was samurai.
Mm-hmm.
Warlike. So, like, is there a war involved in our Christmas
No, but I think
story?
we should keep mastery.
Mastery. So we have a master of something.
He's a master of toys.
I think.
all right. We don't need to just try to describe Santa Claus.
Yeah. What kind of if this is a dystopian, ethereal, majestic, kind of ancient gods like version of Earth, future version of Earth.
For Christmas.
What
time.
are the humans going to be doing? Are they going to be warlike? Are they going to be mastering their crafts? Are they gonna be-
I think it's wartime. I think they do masks of intimidation.
Oh, masked humans.
Masked humans
Because of
like they
the
can't show their
disease.
face.
Oh, the disease.
Humans that
the,
can't show their face.
Wait, no, we can't keep up with story yet.
Hold on. A disease would influence how people live. So even if the disease is gone, masks might be in fashion for these more less
Basically
developed
what we've been
people,
living
more
in for the
tribal,
past 2
more
years.
tribal people. They may see masks as something.
Yeah, keep that one. Get rid
important.
of the other two.
All right, so we're warlike and mastery. Even though, okay. So
Messenger, let's keep
messenger, evil king, harbinger. I kind of like messenger the most.
So what is Santa Claus? Is he
He's a
in
mess-
this?
He's a
to-
harbinger.
to these people. He may be a harbinger.
But we don't want to make a Santa Claus. We're just trying to come up with a Christmas story.
We're talking about people and how they are seeing a mythical creature,
Okay.
right? Do they see and this is maybe part of the story
During dystopian times,
during dystopian times.
it might just be a message of hope.
during dystopian times, they may see Santa Claus as like the harbinger of death. Maybe they associate him with they associate this jolly man with the cold, the Everwinter that was cast down upon them.
What
by
define harbinger
by the
too.
ancient gods.
What do you mean by harbinger?
bringer. Like the bringer,
Okay.
He's the bringer of winter, the
Okay.
harbinger.
I like this.
Yeah,
I like
keep
where we're going. I
Harbinger.
like where we're going.
Yeah,
Get rid of Evil
the other
King
two.
and Messenger. Okay. All right. So frozen dinner. like on the Grinch, they have the Who feast. Maybe there's a dinner where they
So their
serve up
dinners-
one of the humans.
I'm imagining that this dystopian people dread the winter. They hate it.
Yeah.
They consider Santa Claus a harbinger of death. A lot of our story is going to be taking place around some frozen dinner.
Okay.
Okay. Remember, we're not in the mountains. We
No.
scribbled that.
I
went
think
with
we're in like a
majestic.
dystopian city.
Yeah, like a
Probably.
plane.
Yeah.
Kind of like a plane. Okay, driven.
Driven and time travel don't necessarily work. The people are obviously
My God,
driven.
your foot's
so-
in my lap.
Sorry. How did we get frozen dinner? Like what he would cook
Yeah.
for himself. All right. Okay. Ancient.
No, that's
wait,
accident.
Why did I? That's not even close to the right spelling. Whatever. Accident.
Mhm.
And don't giggle. You. That's not close. That's not correct.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I was just reading. It says more like ascendant.
yeah. I was
Well,
scribbling.
we were going to
Accident. So is there like a big accident that might
I
take
think
place?
there
in
is
the
an
story?
accident.
There is an accident.
I think there
keep
should be an accident.
Is there abuse?
with frozen
Abuse
pizza.
of power, maybe.
Ooh. Yeah.
Abuse of power, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, we'll keep jail cells. No, there's just straight death. We got masks. Masks are like jail
Yeah.
cells,
Very much so.
like mandatory jail cell masks.
So we're keeping jail cells.
yeah. Let's keep jail cells
Sure.
for masks. Caveat mask. Tired.
Yeah. I mean, the people are going to be tired,
People are
but I
tired.
don't know that that's a huge motivation in the story.
And none of these have to be one motivates more than the other. All right. Crashing at your place.
Yes.
Oh.
Because that's a big part of the accident.
okay. Let me put a little.
I'm just going to tell you, I've already constructed the story.
See, this is why
Okay,
we
good,
stopped
good,
doing
good,
30-second
good.
stories.
Hold
You
on.
know
Okay,
this, right?
so deep sleep. Is there deep sleep involved?
I don't
No.
think
Okay,
so.
no deep sleep. Is there a void involved?
Probably not.
No, probably no void.
Maybe the void is the meaning of Christmas is no longer there. There's a void. There's an empty space in their hearts.
Okay, hold on. We're bringing back void.
I don't know.
Okay, well maybe. All right, let's just.
My idea of what this story is may be different than yours.
All right, well let's just revisit void if we need to. Surprise attack. Is there a surprise attack?
Oh, probably.
Most definitely
in
surprise
the third act of this one.
Okay,
there's definitely.
And
surprise
there's
attack.
probably death.
Nah.
no.
No death.
No death.
No, this is a Christmas story.
You're right. Even Tiny Tim survives. All right.
At least for that.
At least
Christmas.
he died off screen afterward.
Okay,
so-
read out our words.
So we got majestic, ancient gods, ethereal, dystopian, masked intimidation. All right. Harbinger. I was about to read hamburger. Frozen dinner. Accident. Abuse. Jail cell. Tired. Crashing at your place. And surprise attack. Maybe void.
Okay, how are we gonna do this story now? Are we just doing
Let
30-second
Wyatt
story?
pitch. It seems
Can
like
I?
his.
I have a pitch
All right,
for
let's
you
pitch
guys.
it. Let's pitch it.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if it marks off
So-
everything.
This is just Wyatt creating his own story.
There's
And that's honestly what I want. I just want.
There's a very majestic.
We're trying to inspire ourselves into a story.
We have a very majestic landscape, obviously. Dystopian. It's becoming winter. And a people, dystopian people who wear masks, living in the ancient cities. And
full faced.
So this is freaking.
I don't know.
I kind of like this idea of like a full
Mad
faced
Max
black
situation.
mask.
Mad Max situation.
they wear masks, right? And believe that all the destruction is because of ancient gods. Because of that belief, and based on what they've seen from old world pictures, they associate the coming of Santa Claus with Christmas, which they consider the
ancient god,
the ancient
the
gods,
harbinger of ancient.
it's punishment by the ancient gods.
Oh, Santa, the harbinger. Of Santa.
So they believe that Santa is a harbinger of winter and Christmas. Well, not Christmas, but winter, which means death.
Which means
them.
death. So there is death involved.
Well, it means death, but it's not. There's
We
not
don't
a
see
huge,
death.
Right.
No death on screen.
So they're hiding in their huts and everything during winter, just trying to prepare. They're very superstitious.
Their dinner's frozen.
That is when an accident happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa Claus, for some reason or another,
Santa Claus?
falls out of the sky
Okay.
and into the lap of a young person, boy or girl, doesn't matter, and crashes at their place.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I like this.
crashes at their place.
Crashes at someone's
This child
place.
now has to take care of the harbinger of death, who they're extremely frightened of, but realize that this person isn't that they're just tired, and the townspeople and the governments, not governments, but like the structure that
Influence.
has been set up,
Yeah.
the leaders, the chieftains, are abusing the
Oh, we got a little bit of a village situation going
yeah,
on.
they're abusing the knowledge of the
The
superstition.
ancient gods,
Right.
And the harbinger.
So eventually they probably eventually they try to attack Santa Claus,
The
And-
elders.
the elders in the third act, and then the child, with the help of perhaps the reindeer, a little bit of magic, and a little bit of Christmas spirit,
Hey.
maybe with the other kids, they bring Christmas back.
And what do you know?
That's my idea. You guys got any ideas?
I think it wasn't quite ethereal enough. I feel like only the
No,
first
we
act
can
is
cut that
ethereal.
out.
Yeah.
We don't need to cut it out. I just think at least in the second act we need to add
Well, he could be eating
some more
cereal. Wow.
etherealism.
I would say in the first act, all of the scenes with Santa, as he's trying to be Santa during these times,
Yeah.
right? As he's trying, all of
He's
you know,
trying to bring
everything
the
with
Christmas
him
joy,
is going to
but
be
it's
very majestic. It's going to be over like the lights in the sky,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
northern
yeah,
lights.
yeah,
You're going
yeah.
to see some very ethereal things with Santa Claus.
You're gonna see some ethereal, but are you gonna feel that etherealism?
I would hope so.
Now, what I think is the first act is incredibly ethereal and depressing.
Yes.
All right, but what about the second act? The third act is revelation, wartime, surprise attack. All right, what's that second act leading
The
to?
the
How is
second
there
act-
etherealism once this Santa figure
Yeah,
is in the
it's-
town and we see he's not like a boogeyman. He's not the harbinger that we've always
The
thought
second
he
act
was.
is the relationship between the children and Santa, and them realizing that he is not a harbinger of death. He's a bringer of gifts and
so
happiness.
how does
and-
that etherealism switch?
and giving, right?
Like I think we can include etherealism in the
I think
second
you're
act.
thinking too much about
No,
ethereal.
Yeah.
If we add into some lore about the ancient gods,
We already said that they
ancient gods
believe-
are only in the first act.
No, they're throughout. They worship ancient gods. They believe that the
I
gods.
got no clue what's going on right now. It's
We knew that would happen with you. I knew it would happen. But do you have any input?
What stood out to you when Wyatt was talking about all this? What stood out to you as like I would amend that. I think the biggest thing is like once we hit the second and third act, we lose the vibe that we're trying to set up.
okay. So yes, Santa comes and crashes. I think there should be, once they crash and the kid realizes that Santa is not this harbinger of death, I think we should add, because we don't want a story that's all bad, all good. We want right in here where we find Santa's good, something bad happens, so that
I think,
people still think he's the harbinger.
Yeah.
which is what the elders of the town, what he was saying.
Yeah.
But
The
something
elders
happens
switch.
that they're like, wait, no, Santa is bad
I think
because of this.
a lot of the story is the kid's going to be trying to like hide Santa from the adults because they believe that. So that theme is going on.
but
The
we need some kind
superstition
of question in there.
of the ancient gods is still going on. I think the question is, what is this kid hiding? Right? The parents are going to be wondering. People around him are going to be wondering. And then the ethereal thing, it's going to be very much ethereal.
How do we end then?
When the
How do
kid
we end
is
in-
like
how we end
scared
in the
of
story?
Santa Claus, and he's walking up to him, and he like magically produces a little gift, That's a very ethereal scene. It's out in the snow. It's snowing. It's very cold. And yet he's in an almost glowing red kind of tattered robe. I don't know.
Okay. My mind's going a little bit different direction. I'm leaning into this concept of, it might add to what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning into this concept of like the masks that they have to wear, and kind of like a silver chair bondage kind of thing.
What?
Yeah.
No, but like it can turn out that maybe these masks that they wear are meant for some kind of worship or some kind of like oppression in some way.
Yeah.
And maybe Santa gifts them with the magic to be able to release them from the bondage. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
No.
C.S. Lewis did it effectively.
That seems too magical, right?
We need the Christmas magic.
The magic of Santa is supposed to meld with the superstition of human beings. So, his presence of giving and being kind, right, shows the child that this culture that he's living in is one of superstition and backwardsness, and that these masks aren't necessary, right?
So they take off the masks.
People need to see their faces so that you can smile at them.
Yes.
So that you can be kind, so that you can give, so that you can
This is
be
a
with your
wacky
family.
story.
And
right? the atmosphere of abuse or oppression or down in the dump hood. Yeah.
That's from the
Is released.
the elders, though.
Yeah, that's
It's from
from
the elders.
That's from
but
the.
it's also from the elders, like passing on this ideology.
Yeah, it's not
of the
just
ancient
the
gods.
elders; it's the entire culture.
Yeah,
it's the
it's
ideals.
generations of
Yeah,
these
it's
masked
generational
people.
So that and also probably like chieftains who are manipulating that to their benefit, right? So they get more frozen dinners than everybody else.
Okay, so in 30 seconds or less, I'm just saying, quickly wrap up this real quick in like fancy words that you can, because I could try
The end of the story, or just the whole story?
Just the whole story, like synopsis
All right.
it in a few sentences.
Santa crashes down into the town of a dystopian future, and through the magic of Christmas and giving and kindness and togetherness, teaches the young people who teach the adults that Christmas is not about just surviving, right? But it's about living. And in the end, there's a little bit of pushback, but ultimately it's that spirit of giving and that spirit of kindness that saves Santa Claus and saves maybe saves the entire town. Who knows? And
saves their future.
Christmas is saved.
It saves their future.
Yeah.
From
Wait a
Christmas
minute.
on, their future is saved.
Yeah, they become a functioning town of people that aren't.
They're not wearing masks.
No, they take their masks off at the end.
No. They don't wear masks. But a man that's like a kid and Santa crashes down. This is the elf.
No, not at all. And they
Santa
would also
crashes down.
be scared of Santa because he doesn't wear a
Yeah.
mask,
Yeah.
and he's
Well, you get the
like
beard.
big and happy and jolly.
Okay, I guess that was our story.
And listen, if anyone wants to buy this story, the email for Wiseworks Podcast is wiseworksproduction@gmail.com. If you'd like to
I
purchase,
actually really like this.
yeah, it's a good Christmas
This
story.
is a different kind of Christmas story that I've never thought of.
Imagine like a Tim
ethereal,
Burton
like
style town
Yeah,
that's like in a
dystopian.
snowy plain,
Mhm.
no mountains, just a snowy plain.
Yeah.
So we get away from the Grinch vibes.
I think maybe some
Snowy
low
plain.
trees.
Low
I think
trees
about some
here
low
and there,
trees.
but it's pretty much like a flatness.
Mhm.
And then there's a town, a good sized one, that seems well kept, but then there's just this dark energy throughout.
Mhm.
And they're afraid of Santa when he arrives, and he can even be creepy in some ways. Kind of like,
Oh, definitely.
Edward Scissorhand.
He's well, I'm not thinking Tim Burton.
No.
I'm not getting that weird. But they're definitely scared. This dude is always smiling, which they don't show expression. Smiling is something that dogs do when they're showing aggression.
Yeah.
They don't smile, so he's always smiling, and he's wearing blood colors.
Yeah.
Very villagey. He's wearing red. That's blood. That's death.
We're gonna have to
He carries a
design
bag.
his.
Isn't
Here's
that
a-
what they do in the village? They
We're gonna
wear
have to
the
redesign
color,
yeah,
blood
yeah.
color. He carries a bag big enough to carry bodies in.
Heck yeah.
This dude is evil.
Okay,
He do be.
so with that said, do you think, have we inspired ourselves into a story?
I think so.
I think we definitely inspired you
Yeah.
into a
you
story.
you inspired me 100%.
Joshua, like 25%.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out what we're doing here.
Yeah, I'm sitting at like a 60% inspiration.
I'm at a 100.
Maybe 70%.
Mhm.
But
Now-
I think we did inspire ourselves into a story.
Caveat: it doesn't take much to inspire me
No, it
into
doesn't.
something.
I could
I'll
throw
get
a
something out
peppermint
of it.
leaf at you and you'd be like, oh, a
Ooh.
garden.
You'd be like,
A beautiful young lady. I taste the story. Here it comes.
Hold up.
Okay. All right. So listen, if you want to try this could be a fun game. I'd like to lay down more rules if we want to continue
get
this
it
in the future.
kind of
Yeah.
ironed out. If I knew what we were doing, I'll be
We should
down
make
for it.
this into a board game
What?
that we could play and sell maybe.
Card game.
Like for
You
Christmas
gotta have
time.
you gotta have all the images
Mhm.
on a card, and then obviously for the sound, you could just have fart noise,
Mhm.
door closing.
Just like a random of 200 sounds. Just a random accumulator of 200 sounds that are input
Yeah.
into this little board device, like Uno. Uno spits.
Okay.
Spits
put
it-
TIE
spit it
Fighter on there. Everybody knows what that sounds like. You got to go higher with it.
No. It's lower.
It starts low. Yeah, it starts low, but it gets high as it goes past. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Monster Pit.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
I
guess.
Whatever.
I don't know what yours is. You said it's
I
from
know you don't know
Doctor
what-
Who.
Yeah. Ooh, the
Wait, what?
mummy.
So we got the Mummy versus what?
This is a weeping angel.
Oh,
Do you know the Weeping Angel?
I've heard of it. I don't watch Doctor Who because I never found it
So
that
if you
interesting.
knew what Doctor Who is,
I got to look up the specs for the Weeping
and
Angel.
you saw this, you would not look away from it.
Ever?
Once you look away, if you turn back
It'll
quick enough,
disappear.
it'll be like right there. Yeah. The primary episode's called Don't Blink.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, the weeping angels are very scary.
Do they actually kill?
They don't kill, they time travel you.
They time travel you. That's all the freaking Mummy
Mm-hmm.
wants.
So the weeping angels, if they get a hold of you, they'll throw you through time somewhere, and then they feed off of your potential. The potential life that you could have had in this present, they feed off of that.
Well, you know
Okay.
that for most people wouldn't be
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Weeping Angel.
So they don't move a ton. Like in Don't Blink, you don't. It's one of the best filmed episodes of Doctor Who, in my opinion. They don't move at all. You just show them in statuesque poses
Yeah.
like that. And when somebody turns away and they turn back,
They're right up on
they're right up on them.
their
It
ass.
looks weird.
And then it got weird. Of course, they had to get weird with it. Eventually, like the Statue of Liberty was a weeping angel.
Really?
Yeah, in one
They
episode.
made Old Liberty a Weeping Angel.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Okay, so with those specs, we're talking just throw to a random point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Mummy, when he's fighting, when he locks in on a
Target?
target, does he ever look away? He's
No.
Egyptian trained in
No,
warfare.
the mummy's very powerful
Yeah.
and very scary. For me, the weeping angels are scarier, but
Yeah, yeah.
because I've seen the episode, because of the way that they're presented, is very unsettling.
But the Mummy's not afraid of unsettling things.
No. In this fight, the mummy wins 100%. You just destroy the weeping angel,
Okay.
right?
How do the Weeping Angels get killed? They just smash them?
I guess you smash them. I actually don't remember how you kill one.
I don't know the Weeping Angel.
Well,
so.
by that logic, then the Mummy wins. We don't know
Mummy
how.
wins.
I
the Weeping
actually
Angel-
don't remember.
Mummy wins?
I think
Okay.
you just smash them. It's a statue.
I would imagine that Weeping Angel is a creepy concept.
Yeah.
It is very creepy, and I like that concept.
It's
However,
one of my favorite like TV monsters.
versus the Mummy, classic monster, a mummy.
Right.
However,
But also
seems more powerful.
also how does like a werewolf fight this version of the mummy?
Pretty.
What's his
okay.
name?
I
What's
think
this mummy's name?
Brendan Fraser.
Pharaoh.
It's Imhotep.
Imhotep.
Imhotep. Emotep. You remember in the movie
Yeah.
Emotep? I was about to say Kamunga, great king of the great king.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. I think Imhotep.
Mm-hmm.
I think he probably crushes some weeping angel.
Yeah.
And in so doing, might get thrown back.
He might get
in
thrown
and get put back to where.
get back in time.
Get
Well, he
put right
kind of
back to
already
where
is
he was
back in
trying to.
time.
He was
Forward
already
in time.
trying to be there. No, he wants to go back to.
Oh, they throw you forward in time.
I don't know which direction they throw you.
Oh, well, he's kind of already.
He's been thrown through time. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
he's.
Oh,
prob-
he's had to lay through time.
Look,
let's
if,
be honest.
if a weeping
He's
angel
already been,
touches
you know-
Emotep, he's going somewhere else, but he's still going to be Emotep.
yeah, he's not losing.
Yeah. Though, how much power does a weeping angel get? Feeding off the potential of an immortal.
Ooh, I didn't know they feed off power.
So when
Oh yeah,
they,
because you said once they throw you,
they
feed.
feed off of your
This-
potential.
This is
the potential life you
almost
could have had.
impossible to compare because
How do you feed off the potential life of an immortal? How much power is that?
endless. It sounds like.
well,
But
no, because they suck the life out of other people
to regain
so-
strength.
to redeem his strength. Yeah, so they wouldn't
And-
be able to suck the life. He sucks to
They
then
don't suck out.
So this is like the human
They
centipede.
don't
type
feed
thing.
on life.
Ugh.
They don't feed on life. They feed on potential.
And there's a lot of potential here.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't, at the same time, the Weeping Angel will do a lot of damage. But will it ever destroy the mummy?
No.
No.
Because even if it's effective in its schemes,
No.
the mummy don't die.
No.
So it doesn't kill the dummy.
The mummy wins for sure.
Mummy wins. Weeping Angel might be super
Now,
powerful.
in an
but
apocalypse, I think probably the Weeping Angel is probably one of the few monsters that will manage to survive.
yeah, because it just
You just stand like stone.
Yeah.
Stand in a graveyard with your, and he's not gonna know.
the mummy.
Yeah, and then if it does feel threatened, it might run up on him and throw him through time.
But it doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
So if they were to fight and the mummy knows Weeping Angel's a threat,
I think
mummy catches it.
Mummy wins.
Mummy wins.
because he's got like AOE's and stuff.
Yeah. All right, Josh, how does it feel? You got one.
I did get one.
You got to win. All right.
Today was a weird episode.
I do wanna
It
say
was a
this.
good episode.
It was
I do want to
was
say
bad,
this: no
but-
matter what monster I pick,
No,
the
it
mummy
was
would win.
terrible.
That's not true.
Okay, I go with Monster House versus the Mummy.
Monster House probably.
Yeah, Monster House would
What are you
crush the
talking?
mummy.
What are you talking about? The Mummy is
Monster
literally
House is so
in the
much
movie
bigger.
a force of nature. He is a
Only in
he
like
is
the third
seven
and second
no,
one.
No. In the first one, he is the 7 plagues living, and if he
I
gets
won.
all of what he wanted,
You just don't like that
if
I
he-
won.
If he gets all of what he wanted, it literally says that he would be the apocalypse.
He
come
just
to the
doesn't
earth.
like that he got beaten.
Oh man, I
got beaten.
Oh boy, I lost to an immortal
See, he's trying.
god.
He's trying to manipulate the
ancient god, in
situation to
fact.
make it.
I
an
lost to
ancient god.
an ancient god.
I beat you.
A
Wyatt.
god of
I got you.
undeath.
So do you think the
Gee.
mummy was to send the harbinger Santa
Yeah.
to the small town that we've created?
Are we plugging the midnight special?
Yeah, Midnight
yeah.
Special, Friday night at 10 p.m. Audio only, audio platforms. We party over there at the beginning of every single weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing if you're not listening
Wait,
to it? And if you want to
Friday?
watch
I don't know if
it,
that's the beginning of the weekend. Oh, it's the beginning of the weekend. I was thinking beginning of the week.
There you go.
look,
beginning
if
of
you,
the week.
if you want to watch the Midnight Special, it's not, you don't find it just anywhere on the internet, okay? You got to go to our Patreon. The link's in the description. Check it out. Select the tier that allows you to watch the Midnight Special and enjoy it every single week. You can see us, see all of our crazy things that we do, on camera, but not in mic, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Wyatt tends to go nipples out on the Midnight Special,
Oh,
and no
yeah.
one knows it.
Oh, I go hard on
And
the Midnight
Joshua,
special.
no pants. No pants Fridays is what he calls
but
it.
You can't really see.
You can't see it. That's the point. If you go to the Midnight Special on the Patreon, you can see it. That's false advertising. I'd feel bad if someone. Really
I thought
went
when you
there.
were saying nipples out, I thought you were just saying I get wild. I didn't.
You
think,
do get
I
wild.
didn't think you meant I was taking off my shirt.
Yeah, nipples out.
Okay.
Okay, that's the episode, everybody.
Yeah. Did you like it?
No,
He
This
didn't like
was-
Peter Pan.
I got mad at Peter Pan, and then I felt like well, if we did this segment again, I'd be okay. But I felt like I was coming in blind, and so I was
You didn't ask me any questions to help yourself understand it better.
You are wild.
Yes, I'm freaking.
This episode was. We suffer through Josh's long 4-part podcast and just be like, yeah, that was great. And then in our podcast, he's like complaining the whole time. I didn't enjoy this part.
Did you notice he got some new ink?
Yeah, I did.